Yo, what's good? It's Young Specs, and you listening to The Rodriguez Show.
Rodriguez Show, Hits 101 Radio, Mondo in the mix. Shout out J Taj for being here. Check out his podcast, Insufficient Funds, on Spotify. And now we got our final guest for the episode, the one and only Frosty.
What's up?
How are you, Frosty?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Officially Frosty on Instagram. You changed it since last time you were here.
I recently changed it because, the 2 underscores and the 5,000, it was just too many, little details. So, it's, got to be consolidated.
Officially Frosty. It's easy to remember.
Yeah.
Before we move on, we got the plugs. Host of Mo Better Mondays at the 4th Street Market, 7 to 9 p.m. And you're opening up for the Hurricanes on March 15th at Chain Reaction, 8 p.m.
Yes, sir.
You can get tickets for that. That's not how much is that?
So if you buy them early online, it's $6. Then after it's $8. And you can buy the tickets at my Instagram. There's a link in the bio. So more of a reason to follow me, I guess.
There you go. Officially Frosty. Get the link in the bio. I would just be like, here's $10. You don't have to. I don't care about the 6, 8. Just take the 10. So how you been? How's everything in your life?
I've been good. I've been really busy. Life's a whirlwind, but I'd rather be busy and productive and stressed than just bored and having nothing to do. And
it's good to have problems.
Yeah.
Mo Better Mondays. That's something started a month and a half ago.
Yeah, I want to say it's been almost 2 months, and it's pretty much a grassroots type of event. I don't know, I just wanted to have a place where people can come together and talk about things that are affecting the community, their life, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of open mics and stuff like that, but it's mainly to turn up and just to have fun. But that's still what Mo Better Mondays is about. But it's more all right, let's get down to business, because no change can ever really happen unless you're organized and you are consistent about coming together as people.
Yeah.
And the way I think about it, civil rights activists, they didn't just mail each other letters and talk on the phone. They had to come together at one point and be all right, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna create this change? So that's what I want Mo Better Mondays to be about. Yeah. And there's one featured artist every week. They have a 30-minute set, so it's just music, dancing, and then just talking about stuff. Yeah.
You recently had on Unspoken Views, right?
Unspoken Views, she's dope. I love her. When I first saw her, I was like, I want to work with her because she's dope. She's super dope.
Yeah, she's been on the show before. She's really good.
She is.
So that's your goal. Where do you hope to take this Mo Better Mondays?
I just hope to create some sort of tangible change with it. We've organized protests, press conferences, which something I'm gonna talk about later. But just having a place where people can feel they're safe and they can talk about stuff. Yeah. Because people have described it as a free community group therapy session.
Yeah.
And I think it's important because not everyone can afford therapy and not everyone has a family that they can vent to. So if you attend Mo Better Mondays, I'm your sister, I'm whatever you want me to be, but we're all here as a community listening to you. And people have come up to me and be yo, it really helped me. People have cried, people have been I told me accomplished, so the whole purpose of it is to motion, order, and intention. So you say things I ask people what are you going to accomplish this week? And they'll tell everyone. And then I get some people messaging me hey, I did what I said I was going to do. And if it wasn't for me saying it out loud in front of you guys and having you guys holding me accountable, I probably wouldn't have done it.
Wow.
Yeah, I had someone who got into a makeup internship, someone who started working out, and then someone who just was just messaged me and was yo, it really changed my life. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a community support group on anything you're doing, right?
Yeah, with music, and it's it's fun too. It's not just all right, this is the agenda, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk about this, and this. It's just free flowing. So it's
wow.
It's pretty cool.
Real quick to touch on that, shout out to my homegirl Carolina. I saw that she was on.
That's your homegirl.
Yeah,
dude, she's dope. She was there this past Monday.
Yeah, so it's really cool that you're doing that, man, because it brings people together, but not just that, it really expands as far as what people, just ordinary life, whatever it may be, but it's really cool.
Exactly. And I saw her, I gave her one of my pins, and she was telling me about, she just made some really good points in the discussion too that I didn't know about. She was telling me about how the I forgot the director's name, but the director from Roma, that he got invited to the Oscars, but they didn't approve his visa or something like that. And I didn't know that. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's one of the most, this is what she said. This is what she told me. Like, that's one of the most prestigious awards that a director can get, but he couldn't attend because he couldn't get a visa, you know, to come to America, which is crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. But just, we talk about stuff like that, you know.
Damn. Well, we try to incorporate more serious topics into our episode every week. And that's why we have Frosty here. This is serious shit.
Because I'm a serious bitch. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Carlos on the other mic right now. He'll chime in as well. So what do you got for us this week? All
right. You, Carlos?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
No, what do you got? Because you're leading today.
All right, no, well, you were just in Carlos, so Carlos can go first, and then I'll
no. He doesn't have
legitimately, like, you're leading.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Well, I just want to talk about, so I recently started attending city council meetings, which I never thought, like, imagined in my life I would do that. But because of Mobile Mondays, I had a really close friend of mine who's super involved in the Santana politics. He was like, yo, this is what's happening. We talked about this thing called, like, SB 1421, which is pretty much just a bill that got passed that said the records are open to the public for police misconduct. So instances where police, like, sexually assaulted someone on a case or, like, falsified reports and stuff, the public could view it. But the Santana Police Department wanted to, like, burn all the records so we wouldn't be able to view it because it just got passed. So we were just protesting, like, no, don't burn the records. Like, we need to see, like, the shady stuff that you guys have been doing, and plus they wanted to get more money. So anyways, we, like, came together and we were protesting, or we wanted to speak at the city council, and they ended up, like, pulling it from the bill. So, like, because they saw that there was all of us there organized. So they get to pretty much choose, like, what they want to talk about which week, depending on, like, who turns out and, like, who they see is going to, like, protest it or really be involved and be angry.
So you guys actually, like, stopped it from happening?
And in a way, like, they just pushed it back because they, like, I don't know, like, lots of factors lots of factors go into it. But, like, so I believe it starts, like, at 6 p.m., but I got there, like, at 5:30, and the line was already, like, super long. And it was predominantly, like, more, like, paler skinned people in, like, the front of the line because they could afford to, like, get off work to go speak their opinion. But, like, it goes on till, like, really late at night, like, at least, like, 9 or something. But the longer it takes for you to get in line, the longer you have to wait and dedicate, like, 2, 3, 4 hours of your day to get your opinion out there. Which I think is just crazy because, like, we have national holidays about, like, based on religions that not everyone practices, you know, like Christmas. Like, I love Christmas, but, like,
I feel exactly what you're saying.
Like, I love Christmas, but it's based on a religion, and pretty much every store is closed. You know, people are at home, whatever, on Christmas, even if they don't celebrate that specific holiday or practice that religion. But on, like, really important days that actually affect everyone, like, it's just like another normal day, you know.
Like,
so it's just
it's like a lack of accessibility to the general public. And like election day, like, people were like, oh, I can't get time off to vote. And I'm like, yeah, you can.
You're supposed to.
You can do
that.
It's by the law.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, you're not knowledgeable about common little laws like this that allow you to practice your constitutional rights. And that's, like, a flaw that I think is gaping in society.
That's the only real change we can make in our like, community. Like you said, you protested the fact that they were going to take away the records away, and they're like, oh, we're just forget about that for now, you know.
We'll talk about it another week, so then you have to dedicate another 2 to 4 hours if you want to talk
it's about the consistency with the protest, because the minute you let up, they're going to push their agenda instead of you can't give up on a protest like that.
Exactly. But yeah, so that's just something that I've, like, noticed, and that's just from personal experience. You know, I am very new to this still, but it's just, like, I'm sure it's very common in a lot of other city councils. But yeah, like, not everyone can afford to take off work, and I don't know, it's just like a way to perpetuate, like, classism through the legal system of, like, society. Like, oh, well, you can't make time to come here and voice your opinion and organize, then sorry, like, you know, we're gonna do it anyways because you're not here.
Simplest method, like, think about, like, everything, like, when you were a kid, your mom had to, even now, what your mom has to do all day, and she's the one these laws really affect, and she's not going to go out there and do it because she has no time.
She has no time.
She has to work, you know? Oh, man.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy, but I think it's very important, especially during, like, this political climate, because I feel like in, like, this Trump era is gonna be in our children's history books, and then I feel like my children are gonna ask me like, what were you doing? Like how was life like knowing and listening to the stuff that he was saying? Like, if I don't know if you guys have listened to like some of the stuff he says. Sometimes like I just don't even want to because it's so like absurd and ignorant and just like lies. Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, I retweeted something bad against him, son. Yeah. That's what I did. Yeah, no, you gotta do more than that.
Yeah, no, exactly. So that's what I'm trying to do. It is very, it's very draining, but I feel like afterwards, I just feel like I accomplished something, you know, for multiple people besides myself. So that's why I do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason we invited you on to do this segment, because you seem like you're out there making change for the community, and that's good.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Yeah. I sure as hell I'm trying.
So that was serious shit with Frosty.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for doing that. So you have a new song right now, Pretty Shade of Blue, right?
Oh, yes. Pretty Shade of Blue. I'm going to be performing it later.
Yeah. Produced by BTE, right? Brian to Earth.
Yes, BTE/Frosty
You
track.
produced it too? Yeah?
No, I was just saying it's a track, a BTE Frosty track.
Hey. So tell us about the song. How did this come about?
Let's see. I don't know. I just like... I wanted to really just get more like just to get a song out there because I've just been performing live stuff and I really wanted to just like flex my bars, like my different types of bars, you know. Yeah. So I don't know. I think I mentioned last time I was here that I'm into like G-funk type stuff, and I feel like my flow is very kind of like inspired by that in that song. It's kind of like spaced out, like. Yeah. Very like I enunciate a lot of syllables and stuff, but I was just like, or Brian showed me some of his beats or whatever, and he was like, "Yo, let me make you a beat," and I was like, "Yeah," because he's the homie. So
yeah. He told me we talked about this because he does our video. Mm-hmm. He was saying that he was trying to make it like a "You Don't Know My Name" by Alicia Keys kind of beat. Yeah, came out way darker than he thought.
No, which is cool because like I'm like super dark, so yeah.
I don't know what's
physically
going on
and like internally here. Very dark. So
internally very dark. That's interesting. So you're gonna perform the song for us. Are you ready for this?
I am very ready. Yes.
All right, Mondo, you ready with the track over there?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Stand up for this one.
Are you gonna stand up?
I'm gonna stand up.
You can lift the mic up. Yes.
All right.
There you go. Hold on. Let's do this. Frosty on the Rodriguez Show. Let's
leave
get
it here, actually. Dope.
You can leave it there. I'll adjust it.
Cool. I remember when I was a little girl and I would do stuff that I knew wasn't right or just some stupid shit, you know. My grandma would always tell me, she would go, "Te gusta la mala vida? Te gusta?" I guess I do. Face of death nuzzling at my breast. Got the lips of life begging for a kiss. Look alike like some $1 million twins. Better decide real quick and pucker up before you blink. Been thinking about all the things that I never did, and wondering when a woman arose from a kid. Ripped to Damien, my little cuzzo died of SIDS. Been some years, so I know he's probably settled in. If he talks, I'd ask if time exists where he is, cause his prima's been wondering. She thinks about it when she do sing. I got the devil in my heart and angels in my veins, both fighting to survive like a flower in a cage, growing through the darkest days. So baby, tell me how I'm supposed to move when every step I take I get confused. My head and heart been going through a duel, leaves me tender like a legendary bruise. Such a pretty shade of blue, such a pretty shade of blue. Lately all I've been hearing is ticking, y mi sangre preguntando why I'm missing. Tell them I've been busy sinning, I mean singing. Ain't the worst confession that they'd be forgiven. Empty space for me inside the family picture. When I'm gone, I'm mostly wishing I was with you. Fond of water, but I know our bond is thicker. Remember mama used to tell us when we bicker, she she'd always go. You got the devil in your heart and angels in your veins, both fighting to survive like a flower in a cage, growing through the darkest days. I found the pleasure in the pain. So baby, tell me how I'm supposed to move when every step I take I get confused. My head and heart been going through a duel, leaves me tender like a legendary bruise. Such a pretty shade of love, such a pretty shade of love.
Frosty on the Rodriguez Show. That was awesome.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. I got another one, as DJ Khaled would say. So this one is called Puppet Show, and my homeboy Randall is going to be playing the guitar for me. Is just a series of strings attached to every one of our limbs. But baby, don't get it twisted. I won't exist. I won't exist as your little puppet. As your little puppet. You are just as tangled as me, my dear, we are all connected, searching for a purposeful existence, greater than sex, money, and sin. Sex, money, and sin. Ooh, don't let them snip your soul. They'll walk around with dull scissors and promise independence for gold. How good is entirely alone if you never feel completely whole? Oh, they're always on the go, got these big old knots for show. How they got them, they don't know. They don't know that life is just a series of strings attached to every one of our limbs. But baby, don't get it twisted. I won't exist. I won't exist as your little puppet. As your little puppet. Life is just a series of strings attached to every one of our limbs. I won't exist. I won't exist as your little puppet. As your little puppet.
Hey, Frosty on the Rodriguez Show. That was amazing. Woo! Officially Frosty on Instagram. Thank you for being here.
Thank you guys for having me. I had an amazing time.
Awesome. Yeah, Frosty always brings fun times. Thank you. Thank you, Randall.